Hello! This is the final look on some of my industrial crafty Buildcraft mods and stuff that I'm doing. This is my world here. I built a little bunker under my house, okay, with a secret nuclear reactor in it, okay?
What?
Now, you have to put the reactors in a sealed area because they can explode. So and this is my processing plant here, uranium ore converted into refined uranium. So that's just outside my reactor.
You're just carrying it in your pocket with your loose change. It's no problem.
These are uranium, volatile uranium cells, and this here is the nuclear chamber. Okay, nuclear.
Oh,
now,
it's
what you have to do is you have to put in uranium cells and cool them, or else your nuclear reactor will overheat and explode. Okay.
Yeah. Do you want to be stood in there?
Well, I can stand in here. It's okay for a short time.
Oh, okay.
What I can actually do is I can actually attach additional nuclear chambers to my reactor. Okay.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is attach 6 of them, which is the maximum. Okay. And what this will do is this will actually increase the inventory in the reactor and allow me to put more fuel rods in it. Okay. So I've now got even more space in the reactor. Fuel rods. So what I need to do now is put some uranium cells in and make sure they're adequately cooled. Okay. Now the way this works is it will generate, if you have 4 coolant cells around it, it will generate effectively 4 heat, and one of them will be distributed to each coolant cell. Right. However, if you only have 3 around it, it will generate twice as much heat, and it will be generated a lot less efficiently.
Doesn't sound good.
Okay, so basically you can make other things to go in the nuclear reactor. You can make these these reinforced plating, which will basically stop it from exploding so likely.
That's good.
But you can also make these integrated heat cells, and what they will do is they will translate heat to from adjacent cooling cells to other cooling cells. So you can basically, the idea here is that you make a very complicated pattern of mathematical, which is the best. You could just fill it entirely full of uranium cells, and it would generate huge amounts of heat and electricity and then explode. So the idea is that you kind of you assess how it should work. Now what I'm doing here is I'm putting out very heavily insulated cable out. It's so heavy it's actually like a square. So this is so different to the cable you saw before. This is the most insulated cable you can get.
Oh god.
And you have to be very careful not to touch any less insulated cable than this, or else if you touch it with your hand, you'll basically be electrocuted and die. Okay. Now what the electrical power coming out of this is very high voltage. Okay. So I need to use one of these things. Now this is a high voltage storage device, called an MFSU. I don't know what that stands for, but basically I'm powering. See, power's already going into that, quite quickly. And it will hold the storage. Now this kind of storage, if you see the output, it's 512 EUT. Now the basic machines use 2 EUT, right?
2?
Yeah. So if you put the basic machines, you need to put a transformer between them. So I've put a low voltage transformer between the power supply here and my my wiring. Now what I'm doing is I'm trying to wire this up safely. Okay. Now as you're going to see, I kind of balls it up. Yeah, so this is not the first time. Oh shit! This is not the first time I've tried to use like a low, high strength power source on a machine. Anyway, I blew up this room several times trying to get this to work. But basically, the problem is now it's powering up even more. It's getting
god! What are you gonna do? You need to use the power.
I know. So anyway, I figured out how to do it. Okay. And basically what I was doing, I was connecting my transformer wrong. I need to have the high input into that one, into the 3, and the low input coming out of the 1s, the 1 holes. Okay, so that hole there needs to have the power going in. The high power goes in the 3, and it comes out of the 1. Okay, so this should work successfully without blowing up my shitty macerator. Okay, it works. Right. Now,
Hooray!
obviously, you can use nuclear power. The main idea of nuclear power is that it's used for high, strong, cool machines, right? But I'm using it to power a whole room of machines. And basically, what I'm going to try and make here is a secret underground diamond manufacturing machine. Okay, now this is it. After I've spent about 2 hours fucking around. As you can see, the power is fairly constant. Okay, the power is fairly constant, so it is being used up efficiently. Okay, so I'm not panicking.
That's good.
And what I've got is, I've got gravel coming down out of one diamond tube filter into this macerator. And I've got coal coming down into this macerator.
God, okay.
Now, the gravel will make flint, and the coal will make coal dust.
Right.
Okay, so as you can see, the coal is being macerated there into coal dust.
Right.
So this is coming out of a quarry. So quarry, diamond things, gravel coming down this one, coal dust coming down the other, coal coming down the other one. Coal dust goes into here, into this thing, through a wooden tube, through an iron tube, and through an iron one is one-way tube, into this automated crafting table, which is industrial craft instead of Buildcraft. And this will make a coal ball, right? Now, a coal ball. Actually, I've bugged this up a bit, and I really need a lot more coal than I do flint. So as you can see here, I'm getting a lot of excess flint. What I need to really do is have about... So I need to have about 8 coal dust makers for every 1 flint maker. But in fact, coal makes 2 coal dust. So actually, I only need 4 coal dust makers, because you get 2 coal dust. Anyway, coal balls, compress them into compressed coal balls, right?
Compressed coal ball.
Then you combine the compressed coal ball with the obsidian chunk, right, to make these things here, which are called, I think they're kind of the compressed coal balls. No, they're coal chunks.
Compressed coal chunk. Right.
A coal chunk. Now, the final stage is a compressor to compress the coal chunks down into something which is really awesome, and you'll see in a second, hopefully.
Oh God.
If I can make a coal chunk. Come on, coal chunk. Yes, coal chunk. There's a coal chunk coming out. Now, I've bugged it up so it didn't actually go into the machine properly.
It's not going in!
Into the top, and I messed it up. So I was like, oh crap, why isn't it going in? I did a test earlier, and it seemed to work. So, look, I've made one of them, industrial diamond. But I don't want that. That's rubbish. I want to make it properly using the machine.
What?
So I need to destroy the... I need to fix this machine.
It needs to go round and up in the top.
Yeah, I need to rewire this somehow. So it's got power coming in from the nuclear reactor. It's got power coming in from the redstone power machines. There's high voltage electricity all over the place. I need to get the final stage compressor. I accidentally, when I destroyed the compressor, it just made a machine chunk. So I need a new compressor now. There's also coal chunks being pumped out. So I'm in a race to get this machine back up and running.
Come on!
So,
goodness sake!
I need to put the compressor down, right? And I need to get rid of that machine. I need to get rid of that switch, and that thing can go as well. And then I need a wooden pipe coming out of I need a stone pipe
up through into the top. Not there. No. How do you remove the side?
How do I get rid of that?
Is that working?
Side? Actually, that one should work for. No, hang on, let's change it.
No.
Where can I put this then? No, that's the transformer. I have to be careful not to.
Oh, for God's sake! Don't touch that. That'll just blow everything up.
Touch that transformer.
Goodness sake!
I'm not. I should have. I really need more space. I have not got a lot of space.
You do.
I need some more height.
Well, you are in your basement, so. You know,
I don't want to blow up my house, with terrible reaction. So let me just hang on. I'll extend this cable up here. This should be fine.
Oh God!
But I forget that this cable doesn't actually go through the transformer. This is just raw power.
Oh God!
Okay.
Oh God!
So.
Oh shit! Why? Why?
I forgot that it didn't go through the transformer. I was just.
Oh, Lewis.
I've blown open half of my
diamond-making
machine. There's obsidian chunks just coming out of the machine now. They don't know where to go. That's a I've ballsed it up. Anyway. Anyway, that's that. Okay. So, one final thing I thought I'd do before I go is all of this junk I've got hanging around in this chest. I've got loads of crap, right? Yeah. That I can't do anything with. Now, the great thing about equivalent exchange is that you can convert most of your crap down into useful stuff, but You're still left with loads of junk. Old tools, bits of flint, bits of arrows, bits of string. You can stick them in this thing called a recycler, which looks like it's converting flowers into like turds, which it pretty much is doing. So I've got all of this old guff that I've got hanging around that I don't really want, like a bit of old machinery, a bit of old redstone broken out crap. And basically what I've got is I've got this sort of ring here on the top, so instead of just dropping it out if it can't go anywhere, it just cycles around in that top bit until it gets recycled. Now anything you put in the recycler will be broken down into scrap with a 1 in 8 chance.
Scrap?
Yep. And now when you get 9 scrap, you can make a scrap box, okay? And this is my scrap box bin. Right, so I come out my back garden sometimes and I find my scrap boxes. And what you can do is you can throw scrap boxes on the ground and they all produce things. So there's a gold ore, there's a hoe, a bit of bread, another bit of gold ore, a battery.
So it creates even more shit.
And a gold crown. Sometimes it creates even more crap, but sometimes it creates useful stuff. So look, a golden helmet. There we are.
Battery.
I'm the king.
And the helmet.
And a wooden hoe.
Nice.
That's a load of shit, but a bit of sandstone, rubbish. Some gold dust. You get the idea. So yeah, it basically converts your crap into even more crap. But there you go. So now I'm back in my super awesome basement. And what I've done now
you sorted it out
I've gone mental, and I'm going to power up my nuclear reactor with an insane setup that I found on the web that someone else had designed. Okay, so this is using 16 uranium cells in an optimum configuration, right, to ensure that it produces the maximum amount of energy possible. Okay. So one thing that's worth noting about
thing that's
worth noting actually about a nuclear reactor is if you actually have flowing water around it, it will actually cool it. So for every water block nearby, that's why I've got that water on the bottom, it will keep it cooler. Anyway, as you can see, this is generating a lot more power than before. It's a lot quicker than before.
Oh my god.
Okay. Now what am I going to do with all this power? I'm going to make some crazy stuff. Now with diamonds you can make these things called energy crystals and lapotron crystals. These are effectively batteries.
Lapotron.
They're effectively batteries, okay, but kind of they can hold more power than a battery can. So the idea is that you can actually discharge your battery into that. Do you see? So now it's increasing it even further, and now I can discharge it back out again. So it's kind of like a portable storage device. Now these things are very, very, very expensive to make, but when you've got plenty of industrial diamonds, or you've used equivalent exchange, you've got plenty of diamonds, you can make these things, and you can use them to make very, very cool things. So one of the things I'm going to make out of these things is something which is really weird. Now, what can you do if you have a whole load of electricity or energy? Okay, what can you use? You can convert it into matter. Okay?
What?
Using E equals MC squared. Right? So if I power up my mass fabricator using energy. I'm confused here, but that doesn't go in there, Lewis. I'm confused. Look, I need to wire this up. Just give me a moment. Just bear with me a second. I'm just thinking about it. I need some wire. I need some cabling. Can I?
So you're just going to conjure matter through energy?
Yeah, energy can be converted into matter, Simon.
Yeah.
According to Einstein's theory of relativity. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to convert raw energy from my nuclear power plant into matter. Okay.
Oh my god, what's it going to make?
And what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to use my charged up lapotron crystal. See, it's using up all my nuclear power really quickly. Okay.
Whoa.
So I'm actually going to empty some lapotron crystals into there to keep the power constant, to make sure there's enough.
Holy crap!
But I'm going to stick another one down as well.
Are you going to make a Higgs boson?
Not quite.
What the hell?
So okay, now these are the interesting tools you can actually make with the mod. Now these are just, I'm showing you these on the side. These are basically battery powered diamond tools that instead of durability require you to charge them up. So when you use them, they're like a diamond pick.
Oh yeah.
When the durability runs out, you can charge it back up in a generator again.
Okay. That's pretty awesome.
Sorry about that little bit of water spillage.
That's fine, mate.
So these are it's just a simpler version here.
A repairable pickaxe.
And then there's a chainsaw. There's a chainsaw as well, which is kind of cool.
Which is like an
There's also an electric chargeable jetpack and an electric chargeable mining laser. Now the mining laser shoots mining.
What?
Which is pretty cool.
What?
So you just You just dig your way through there with your mining laser. As you can see, it's quite effective, but it does run out of power very quickly.
Yeah.
As you can see, it's already at like half durability. Electric jetpack looks quite snappy. Also lets you fly about if you jump. I'm banging my head there a little bit. Can't seem to get out of this hole. But here you go. It lets you sort of fly about. Wow. It's a bit awkward to control because it won't fly you typically. It will be bouncy. So it's not as good as being in creative mode, and also you can take full damage if you don't really pay attention. Also, you can't really see how much power's left in it because
you have to open your inventory to see the
exactly.
Icon.
So it's a little bit fiddly. Anyway, let's have a look at see if we've got any matter that has been generated yet. Ah, we have. So we've made some matter out of energy.
Hell is that?
It's matter. I don't know what that means. But anyway, I spawned some more in. I made some more, sorry. And so when I've got 8 matter, okay, I can put it in a eye shape, or 7 matter actually, and it will make that thing called an Iridium Plate. Okay? Now Iridium plates can be used to make this. Do you recognise this stuff?
Oh my god, is it Tron armour?
Basically, yeah.
Oh my god.
I look like the Tron man. Now, each of these armour pieces has a unique ability. Now, unfortunately, it's a little bit buggy because I've got all these mods installed. But what you can do is you can charge them up. I'm actually really exhausting my power.
Blimey, you are. That's good though. That's good.
And my nuclear power plant's getting a bit knackered as well. But we won't worry about that. This is my boots here, my quantum boots. I can charge them up. You can charge up all of the pieces of armour, and they have unique abilities.
Okay.
So the legs, for example, I don't know what the legs do.
No.
The boots let you jump. The armour, once you've charged up the armour, it won't. It basically acts as like a temporary force field on you, so you won't take any damage while your armour is active. Also, I've got a glowy sword.
Oh my god! What the fuck is what?
It's a glowy sword. It's good, isn't it? So when it's on, it's like extra special glowy sharp, and you can use it to one-shot any kind of animal.
You can one-shot a pig with it.
I know, it's powerful. Cows,
wow.
Same. I'm not entirely sure about bears. They're a bit tougher.
Give it a shot. Drops fish, of course.
So there you go. This is it. This is the final bit of video that I think I'll show you.
They should drop picnic baskets, shouldn't they?
Yeah, like Yogi.
A bear should drop a picnic
basket.
A picnic.
Isn't this amazing?
There's so much. You've got so many mods, and there's just so much stuff. It's mind blowing. It's mind blowing.
Anyway, thanks for watching this little series. I hope you've enjoyed it, and bye.